Morning team, welcome to HIIT with equipment, HIIT with dumbbells number 5. This is going to be a core blaster as well as a weights workout. So each second exercise we do in each block will be a core workout. So we'll be hitting the floor. We are going to do 1 minute on, 20 seconds rest, 1 minute on, 20 seconds rest, twice through to make one block, and we got 7 blocks today. 6-minute warm-up, a minute on different exercises. Make sure you got your dumbbells ready, make sure you got your water, make sure you got everything ready, and we are off. Let's go. Open your arms up, turn and kick. Lovely. Don't go too sharp on this. Make sure there's some controlled movement, and I am kicking up quite high. It's just, again, it's natural for me and my long hamstrings after all these years, but you might be kicking lower than me. You might need to drop the arm a little bit, or you're not aiming to hit the foot anyway, so you can just add this light twist through. Let's connect through the abdominals straight away, just in order to get used to the feeling of pulling them in a little bit when we do our exercises, so we're engaging them all the time. Great. Nice and long arms. How you feeling this morning? How's the energy in the room wherever you are? Maybe it's not the morning for you. I forget, you may be doing this on an evening. Let's do feet a little bit wider than your hips, hands in the middle. Pretend you got the weight. Squat, fly. Squat, stand and fly. So let's just activate the muscle groups we're going to use in our session today. Sit back in the heels all the time, looking at the camera, chest up, fly out to the side, and not too high with those arms. I'm not going up here. Yeah, even though you haven't got weights, it feels light. That's it. Squat, stand and fly. Nearly there. 15 seconds. A real bit of activation into the side of the body here, right up to the sides underneath your armpits and into your shoulders. Give it a little squeeze there. One more. Good. Let's do a little walk down. Tuck your chin. Roll, 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 roll. We like to do this one. Side plank this time. Center. Side plank. Center. Walk back, bend your knees as much as you need to, guys. Make sure your legs are not straight. Tuck your chin, roll. The inchworm gets the body ready for so many exercises. Mobilizes the spine, stretches and wakes up the hamstrings, the buttocks. Yeah, so there's so much going on. That's why I like to do this one a lot, as a whole body wake up. And again, I'm contracting, pulling my abdominals in as I'm coming up. How long have we got? I'm going to get down here and have to come back up. Yeah, I just saw that. All right, reverse lunge. So let's reverse lunge, lift the arms up. Doesn't matter which leg, just go. Push up, stretch the arms. Push up, stretch the arms. There you go. Now when you're reverse lunging, step far enough back that when you look down, you can see the knee is over the ankle on the front leg. If you don't step back far enough, that knee will run over the toes, and we don't want that. So step back, land on the toes, direct the arms up for a nice stretch here. Great. 20 seconds. Starting to get the heart rate up, feeling warmer. Although I'm never cold in this garden at this time of the year. And now I'm here earlier, so hopefully we don't overheat. So it looks like that. Good, one more. Great, lateral lunge. Just step out to the side, lean in, change sides. Just move over a little bit. Good. I don't have a lot of space in my studio. Try and get it as much as I can in full view for you lot. Turning the toes slightly out when I'm leaning into my lunge. Good. 20 seconds. Feeling that heart rate lifted? Let's push a little bit more. We need to be fully warm for these weights. And we've got one more exercise. Arms up, pull the knee, squeeze, activate the upper back. Yeah. Again, maintaining the connection, tummy button gently pulled in towards spine. The reason why we do that, not necessarily for full protection, but just so that we get used to activating those muscle groups rather than them being in a relaxed state. And then when we do our core workout today, you're already used to pulling it in and squeezing it in for the breath out usually, so we can activate and tighten the big groups of muscles in the abs. Lots of different abs today. How long we got? 10 seconds. Pull down a little bit more. Fully opening right across the chest there and closing into the back. Good. Okay. Grab yourself a drink. Get your dumbbells. Let's get ready. Gonna change to 1 minute on, 20 seconds rest. I'm gonna put my mat ready for the core work and then use the space behind for my weights. So we know we've got the mat ready. Beep beep, Mr. Fruity. Thank you. Bless him. So the first move is a front kick, and then we're going to, same time, we're going to squeeze the elbows in towards each other and turn the elbows in, turn the weights in, so my palms face me and then my palms face out. Now this one's quite challenging. So, you know, you're choosing your weights. We're going to be there for 1 minute. We're going to alternate a kick. So at the same time as we're doing this movement, we're kicking up just like we did in the warm-up. Are you ready? If you have 2 sets of weights, then you've got the option on the second round to drop your weight if you need to, because this one is quite challenging. You must keep the elbows up. Okay, let's go. So elbows in line, squeeze. Doesn't matter how high the kick is. It can be a low kick. It can be a low kick. It's challenging your balance. Yep, and then of course, we're working across chest, shoulders, back. Can you feel your biceps? Because you show me your muscles. There's a lot going on. And you got to keep smiling. Hear all the lovely birds this morning cheeping at me. It's lovely here. So many birds in this garden. How long we got? Oh, we're nearly there. 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. We've got 20 seconds rest, remember? So you've always got a chance. There you go. To have a little shake of the arms. Come down onto the floor, onto the mat. And we're going to do L sits. So the legs are going to be in an L position. Hands support your head. And then when we're ready, 3, 2, 1, we're going to crunch. Crunch, drop. Now I've got my right leg up, my left leg straight. And I'm going to stay on this side. You can bend the left leg and have it on the floor if it's too much for you to do the full L. So you can always have that leg bent. It can be bent off the floor. Both legs can be bent if your hamstrings are tight. Doesn't have to be the full straight L if that's too much. breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now remember I was talking about how contracted you want your abdominals to feel there, really strongly contracted when you're scooping in. I'm keeping my elbows open and my chin slightly tucked, eyes up towards the top foot. Good. Are we back for the flasher? So alternating legs, we're here, arms up. Want to make sure the shoulders stay down on this one so you're not hunching. Let's go. Kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, like a soldier marching in. Kick, drop, kick, drop. Where are you? Where are you? Kick, drop. I miss you all. I miss the chat. I miss the crack. Talking to myself is not the same. It's really not. You lot have such good things to tell me. Oh, are you getting the pain? Are you with me? Can we do this? Can we squeeze in a little bit more? Can we? Activate. Can't be long left now. Oh, I always guess just right. All these years, I always guess just right. So I'm going to have my left leg up, yeah, and my right leg extended. So remember, they can be bent, one leg can be on the floor. Scoop those abdominals in and upwards and open the elbows. Here we go. Doing well. Don't forget to breathe. Really breathing out and sucking in on that crunch. Take the option, especially if you get tired or you're wobbling too much. Yeah. So we're really relaxing and cradling the head. We're not pulling on it at all. And we should already be feeling these abs this morning. Keep going. Don't want to miss the end. See how I always guess about right. Well done. Okay, get ready. We're not going to have too long breaks, so we want to keep pushing on, guys. So we're going to go to exercise number 2, and we're going to do a reverse lunge. We only actually need one weight on this. Fruity, where did you go? Yeah, there you go. One of the cats is somewhere around hiding. I think he's going to knock my camera over. Let's hope not, hey? If he does, you know what's happened. I'm preempting it. Okay, that's what happens when you work in the garden. Reverse lunge. Let me show you. So from here, I'm going to step back with my left leg. So my right leg is going to be doing the work here. Step back with my left leg. Oh. Wasn't the cat, at least. Step back, twist, stand, diagonal extension. Twist down towards my foot. It doesn't have to go to the floor. Diagonal extension up. So it doesn't have to touch the floor, but do twist towards that front leg, not away from you, towards the back leg. Towards that front leg, so we really squeeze in and work the obliques. And I've got plenty of time to show you the core one when we sit down. So let's get going. You ready? Here we go. Step back with the left. Twist down, stand up, push. Back with the left, twist down, push. So I'm bringing my feet to hip width apart each time, so I know that when I'm stepping back, it's like it's on tram lines. I'm not stepping right back and crossing my left leg behind, stepping it back in the same line as the hip. Landing on the toes each time. So again here, if you had the choice of a heavier weight, you might do this with the heavier weight. So lots of obliques here, and obviously legs at the same time. Let's finish it. Okay, 20 seconds rest. Down on your side. Let's lie on the right side. Arms down, out in front of you, knees bent, top hand on your head. And we're ready. 2, 1, crunch. So option 1, you can either extend your leg fully out, bring it back in. You could drop it down and lift it. And then level 2, you've got this option. Yeah, you got this option. Just checking you can fully see me there. Yeah, good. Squeezing into obviously the waistline, and now we're working into the top waistline. So when you go to the next exercise on the other side, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? There's your song for the morning. 10 seconds that you're gonna remember now. 4, I'm using this arm, forearm or hand, depending on how advanced you are, to push myself up. Okay, grab your weight, light or heavy. This time, stepping back with the right leg, twisting towards the left, pushing up and out towards the right. Engage, we're strong, shoulders back, ready, go. Drop, so the balance is required. Remember to come back up, stand your feet hip width apart. Across the body, nipping in the waistline. And breathe out as you push that weight up. And again, I stick with the lighter weights here for me on this one, so I can show you exactly what's going on, but some of you could definitely manage heavier weights. And that goes the other way too, team. Lighter for you beginners out there. If you're grabbing husbands and wives to join in, yeah, and they're not used to doing weights, start with something lighter. You could even use a bottle of water, a bottle of sand, soil. Yeah. Other side, I call them rainbow crunches. Look at Fruity, so just so happy lying there. Out to the side, right in the sun now. Using this arm out in front, bringing this in, either bent legs or top leg straight, or both legs in and out. Squeezing, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. That's it. Squeezing it, feeling it. So it's a rainbow crunch because you're going up and over. Oh, another song came to my head. You British people, up above the streets and houses, rainbow flying high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. You won't know that if you're not from Britain. Our childhood. Well done. Fab. Take a little rest, grab a drink of water. We're already on block 3. It's moving on. We just need one weight. No, we're going to use 2 actually. We're going to use 2 on this one. and move it around a bit. So we're going to need both weights. We're going to press up, down on the floor and fly out to the side. Most of you have been following the videos, have done this one before. It's one of my favorites. Brilliant for the core, but you're also getting arms involved, so it's fantastic. And then after press up and fly, we're going to have arms up and we're going to crunch. So, number 3. So down on the floor is where you're going to be. Hands at the edge of the mat. Press up lots of levels. One fly out. When you fly, make sure the elbow is bent out to the side and you're not straightening it or locking it at all. Softness in that elbow, and try not to twist. So we're going to focus on really, really trying not to twist. Just checking here. There you go. Okay. Are we ready? One press up, one fly. Here we go. So I'm going to do the intermediate level first. Ski slope. Yeah, you'll feel it. It should be a little bit of a struggle to get the weight off the floor without pushing your bottom to the other side. So we try and focus on the hip bones facing down. We must have the shoulders above the wrist to begin and to end. Let me pull back to beginner's level. Level 1, out to the side. Same thing happening. Still getting that outwards and backwards elbow movement here. And you advanced level, you know what you're doing. You don't need me. I'll do one more on beginners. Up to the side. Good. And I'm coming to you lot. Down, out, up, out. One more, finishing it. Great. Don't need the weights. Lying on your back. Now, your feet are going to stay on the floor. And we're going to start with the arms up in the air. We're going to lift the shoulder blades, pull the elbows down, lift them back up, drop the head. Here we go. Up, elbows, back, down. Up, elbows, back, down. So you can give me a, and then a breath in to drop. Breath out, hold, in, drop. Shoulder blades can come higher. If you're advanced level, let's get it right up here. Squeeze, feel that squeeze. Yes. Up, I like this exercise. Pull down and then come back. Lift up, reach to the sky. I'm always pulling down with my abs there. Always. If it feels better for you to have 4 breaths, you could breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Up to you. Well done. Back to press up and fly. So when we're doing a press up, a chest press up, I want to imagine that you're doing a pull up. So look how the elbows go down, out and back. So they're not tucked in like triceps, but they're going out and back. Okay. Intermediate level with the fly. Don't forget the fly. Great for your abdominals. So you get a double whammy here, really working the abs, especially on advanced level. Really getting a core kick here. Breathing out as I push back up in that press up. Again, this one can have 4 breaths in, out, whatever feels good for you. Yeah. Yeah. We must be close. Yeah. The little machine cheats sometimes, I'm sure. It's like laughing at you sometimes. Okay. Arms start up. tummies in. Reach for the stars, or the blue sky, or the tree leaves, yeah, or the millions of flies in my garden too. That's the only thing, but I don't mind. Feeling this? Yeah, this activation here when you hold it. Oh, strong abs, team. Strong abs. So my elbows are mimicking that movement that we did in the press up in a different dynamics, the opposite way around. One more, finish it, finish it, finish it. Good stuff. Yay. Okay, fab. Moving on, let me see what we got next. I'd love to be able to remember all these, but as you probably guessed, too old for that. So they're written along my wall for me, because there's so many changeovers that they're all written there. So when you see me glance, I'm sure you've already worked that out. That's what I'm doing, just rechecking. When I first began teaching, I taught all the complicated aerobics routines. I used to write them all on my hands. My hands used to be covered in ink, so in the middle of the class, all I would have to do was that, block 2. But yeah, I've moved on a little bit from that. I've now got a wall space. So we are on block 4. Now we need one weight. Okay, so I'm going to put that one out of the way, so I don't fall over it. And we're going to be working inner thighs and lots of other parts of the thighs too, but the focus is on the inner thighs. Feet are going to be wide, toes turned out, and then what we're going to do is sit down into the squat, come back to the middle, go through the middle, do a normal squat, sit down into the side, come back and do one in the middle as well. Now listen, I've chosen one weight here, but 2 options. If you want to make it heavier because you're not going to be lifting it, you could grab 2 weights and do it with 2. Maybe I'll do 1 round with 1 and then the second round with 2. Or if you've got heavy weights, you can pick the heavier one and do 1. It's just more dynamic and easier with 1, but if you want a heavier weight, it's easier. It's better to grab the 2 so you can get the heavier weight in your legs. If I can speak today. And then I'll show you the abs when we get there. Okay, ready? Feet wide, toes turned out, steady. Go. Down, center lift, middle, bang. Down, so I'm making sure that my knee does not go over my toes here. That's why it's super wide. Down, lift, through the middle. Down, lift, through the middle. Good. So again, this would be me doing the lighter version with the 1 weight. Options are there. Boom, lift, drop, center. Boom, lift, drop, center. Yeah, fantastic for butt and inner thighs. 10 seconds to go. Great. Okay, on the back. V-sits. V-sits with options because they're quite challenging. Advanced level. Feet are going to be out on the floor and you're going to lift and drop. That's a hard one. So options, I will show you. I'll start with beginners. Come through, legs bent, tap feet down. Legs bent, tap feet down. Yep, that's your level 1. Level 2, same as this. Come back, straighten your legs out. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. And then full level. Just make sure I don't kick the plants. Up, drop. Up, drop. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Always, always breathing out on that contraction, that exertion, so you can let that breath. If you need to, of course, you could support your head. Of course you could. So let me do the 2 dumbbell option on this one now. Yep, if you've only got 2 dumbbells and you want to work a little bit harder, obviously you've got more weight, so it's a little bit harder. Standing up straight, and then let's go. Side, center, drop, center, side, center, drop, center. So, ladies, can't get much better than this for working inner thighs, but full thighs. And if you can, do this with a heavier weight. Do it with a heavier weight so you can push the legs into really recruiting more fibers and building strength, and therefore sculpting fat away. Yeah. That's what we're trying to aim for. Health in all, but then a little bit of looking good as well. Feeling good. It's all about feeling good. Yeah. Feeling stronger is worth it, so worth it. Life is better when you feel stronger, really. Mentally and physically. Okay, V-sits. Choose your options, especially if you've got any back issues. Please take the lower options. Yep, don't push your back too much. I'll just remind you, let's go. Tiptoeing the toes, level 1. Extended to the heels, level 2. And then full straight legs. Which we used to do these in gymnastics when I was a kid. All the time. I could probably get my legs much wider then and much further up, but there you go. It is easier, this one, when you haven't got your shoes on. They're like an added weight. Let's just blame it on that. Should we blame it on that? It's all the shoes' fault. It's all the trainers slash sneakers slash whatever you want to call them. Tennis shoes somewhere in the world. Whatever they are to you, it's their fault. Remember to support the head if that's necessary. Yeah, you can always do this with one hand. Still keeping the elbow wide. Well done. Flying through. Where are we at now? We just did number 4. So, okay, so even though I started earlier, it's still overheated. So here I am back again. You all are continuing as fine, but I had a mini break. Let's do this. So we are moving on to block. What number are we on now? I've lost my flow. We are on block 5. Triangle, touchdown. So arms going to be up in the air. Yep. Show me your arm up in the air. This is going to be your one weight up here, and we're going to move into a triangle position, sliding down the leg, keeping the other weight up in the air the whole time. So we're going to lean towards the right and have the left hand with the weight. Okay. The second one is going to be side plank with dips. Can show you that when we get there. So grab your weights. If you want to again put the heavier weight in your hand, you can do so. If not, then stick with one lighter weight. Turn your right foot toes out, turn your left foot toes slightly in. Those of you yogis, you know exactly what you're doing. Spine remains as straight as possible. Here we go. Arm stays up straight. Slide back up. Slide. I'm trying not to bend my underneath side body. So I'm really trying to lengthen here, so this side is getting the big stretch when we go down, yeah, and then the contraction work when it comes back up. And obviously you're going to feel your arm up there in the air. So some of you might be going less, some of you might be getting to the top of the quadricep and the knee, yeah, there. Some of you might be going beyond to the shin, and those yogis, you might be all the way down to the ankle or the big toe. But you must keep the spine long, tipping, pushing one hip out and lengthening through this side body. And of course, we're still strong here. Neck follows in alignment with the rest of the body, so try not to hunch. Good, coming on down. Side plank dips. So let's go to the right side and remain on the right side, either on your hand or on your elbow. I'll show the first levels first. Tuck in the underneath knee for level 1, lifting up, and we're gonna dip. Yeah, and I'll go through the levels. So level 1, dip the hip, lift. Using the knee for support, arms up in the air, long arms, so it's still working this arm. Straighten out the underneath leg if you so wish to make this a little bit more challenging. Dipping in, pushing up. And if this is too easy for you, advanced lot, up onto the hand, check the shoulder is above the wrist as it would be with the elbow position 2, shoulder above elbow. Drop down, lift up. 25 seconds to go. So we're stacking the hips in this straight line, dipping down all the way here. See how I've got that nice straight line with the wrist to the shoulder, and then pushing up, working in the waistline. 10 seconds. Breathe it out as you lift. Good. Back to the triangle. Turn the left toes. Align the body. Remember, we're going to be tipping with that lovely straight line. So this is my weaker side because this side's a little bit tighter. But I definitely find that I can't go as far on this side, as you'll see. But look at yourselves, how your body works. Woo. There we go. Tip. Yeah. I'm sticking that hip out, but I'm keeping this long line. Good. So some of you might be going lower than me. Stabilizing through the lats here. Yep, using them as your stabilizer here. And then, coming back up and feeling that lat work in there. And obviously into the side waist. Remember, you can look up, you can look forward, or you can look down. What feels good? I think looking up feels good. A bit more balance required, but it's alright. Side plank dips. Elbow, hand, you choose. I'll go intermediate level with straight legs, elbow underneath shoulder, always setting that up, and then lift up. Off and prep, and off we go, down and so really try and kiss the floor with your hip here. It's just a little light kiss. Yeah, good. And up here, down, push, push. Yeah, all the way. You'll really get a much deeper workout on the hand, but it is a lot harder. So only do it if you feel that you've got the strength in your shoulders as well to gain the height and the push. I'm feeling it. Yeah, made it. Well done. 2 blocks to go. Squats next. Squat, curl and press, and bum lifts for the lower transversus abdominis. So we need both weights. Let's get straight into this. Grabbing my other weight. Squat, curl and press looks something like this. boom, boom. A little rhythm going on here. Yeah. Okay, that's your squat curl press. So let's get some speed going on, and again, show you the bum lift when we get down. Really, really simple. Feet turn slightly out, hip width slightly wider. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Drop in the hips. Yeah. So unless you've got mobility issues in the hips, or maybe back issues, and you don't want to go as low, that would look something like this. A smaller squat, yeah, where you're keeping your chest up, you're sitting back, but you're just enabling your hips to open to the point where they think it's right for them, yeah, because they talk to you, you know. They've got a mind of their own. But some of you can drop further, and if you can, and it's natural, even if it might be a little bit of a struggle, then do it, because you will get more activation. Drop below 90 here, push, curl push. Good, finish that one off. Lie on your back. Legs are going to be up in the air, but they can be bent. Don't have to be straight legged. Feet flexed really helps, because this is as if you're stamping. Flies eating me again. You're stamping on the ceiling. Shoulder blades down. Let's go. It's a very tiny move. This is not a hip thrust. This is not all the way up. Yeah. This is small. This is contracted here into the lower abdominals, and not using anything else really, or much more, to help you. I often put my arms above my head and relax here. If that doesn't feel comfortable, hands can be by your side, but do turn your palms up, because it stops you doing this. So you want to really focus on the move being tight into the lower abdominals. So some of you advanced level, you might need to stay up and actually not go all the way down with your bottom each time, and then work on the tiny lifts here to really get deep into these transversus abdominis. Keep flexing, keep pushing. There you go. So choose whichever level hurts the most. What hurts the most? There's another song. Toes out, chest up. We're going to squat, curl, and press. In 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. Squat, curl, press. So as I always say on these weights videos, if you have the option of heavier weights, you can either swap up depending on the exercise, yep, or you can do this 1 week with the lighter and think, yeah, I could have done with a little bit more to make me a bit more puffed out. Yeah, because we want your heart rate to lift high on these movements. So, and if you can do it and you are technically accurate and you've listened to all the points and you've got it, yeah, I know some of you are shaking your head and saying, we don't know without you, Natalie. You do. You feel it when it's right. And you listen, you get the cues, and you've got it. Then you can add more weight. And you must if you can, because it will really change your body shape. Don't be afraid. Last one. Don't be afraid of putting some heavier weights on, especially you girls. You need it. It's not going to make you bulky. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, need heavier weights. I do pretty heavy weights at least twice a week. Not with you lot, but on my own. So these are my lighter options when I'm with you lot. Go. So I'm going to stay off to get the work in my lower abs. Then I'm going to stay off with the bottom the whole time. But everybody else, you could be bent legs, lift. You can find it, if you find it really hard, just try not to hunch your shoulders. Really think about relaxing your shoulders and trying to get the movement braced from here. Brace. I do a lot of movements for my lower abdominals in the handstands and the pikes They make you so strong right here. So I'm used to doing a lot of stuff like that. L-sits. They really work your lower abs. There's nothing better for sculpting, but it takes time to get that strength. So if you're just beginning, do whatever your body lets you do, and you'll find it changes. You will. And then you'll be up with the L-sit, which is not easy. It took me a long time. Okay, deadlifts, front raises, simple. Get the backs of the legs, and then we're doing some camels. Let me just show you the camel before. This is the second one. The camel leans back into the work and comes back up. There's no curve in your spine. So there's no pushing your bottom back first, curving. You push your hips, you open out, you expand your chest and your diaphragm, and I'll show you options when we get there, but you're going to be leaning back. Some of you might stop here, go back up. Wherever you can maintain this straight spine. It's not about how far you lean back. I don't want you to fall, but you're going to feel it. You're really going to feel it. Okay. Grab both weights. Quick drink if you need one. And we are on. We're going to go deadlift, front raise. Yep, I'll show both sides. You need your feet hip width apart. You need your knees micro bent. Ready, steady, go. Let's block, team. Let's block. Down and raise. Down and raise. Good. Now I'm softening my elbows and I'm going shoulder height max on that front raise. Yep. So once you got that bit, you don't go any higher with your hands. You brace with your abdominals to lift you up with the front raise. The deadlift, back is straight. We've been doing a lot of deadlifts lately because they're phenomenal. Sculpting the backs of the legs, sculpting the butt. Lean forward slightly, put the weight into the toes a little bit more, the balls of the feet more. Yep. And really get that energy pushing up and back. No curves in the spine. All about the straight spine. Bam, bam. Good. Okay. Come down. Camels. On the knees. Start up. Elevate. Without the curve. Place your hands wherever you want. I often just do this. Lean back. Press into your feet. Push up. Using the quads. Lean back. Extension, extension, extension. Contraction. Push. Lift. You feel it? Remember, go as far back as you can maintain this straight spine and you're not collapsing. Yep. So do make sure you've got that lifted hips. It's important. And you've got a little mini hold there if you wish. That gives you a really great pull. Some of you might be advanced at this. You might want to put your hands up here, making the lever longer, which is obviously harder. Great for the legs and the butt. You feel them shaking a little bit? Good. Deadlift front raise. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Feet hip width. The feet face forward on this one. It's a little bit different to the squat when we're trying to open the hips in the squat. We're trying to keep them closed here. Zip up your abs. Pull your shoulders back. They're not involved. Pull them right back. Yeah. They are involved when you do the front raise, but they're not involved when you're doing the deadlift too much. It's all about the legs. Bang, bang, and lift. Good. Whatever breathing works for you, you might want to use the focus on the deadlift to breathe out, or I like to bring it into the front raise there. Again, it depends on how heavy your weights are as well. You'll find you really need that outward force of breath when the weights are heavy, you need it. So these are quite light for me, so it's a little light breath there. Sliding my hands down my legs, not keeping them away on those deadlifts. Good, camels. Often when I do camels in yoga or Pilates, I'll double up the mat, which actually I will do now. I get a little bit of softness with these old knees. Here we go. Oh, you're gonna feel these tomorrow. I'm saying that because I will. Namaste, yogis. So close to the end. Oh, feel that. Some of you are like, yeah, I find this easy. This is not something I find easy. It really isn't. I want to do this. That's what I want to do. But I love it because it feels so good. Oh, that struggle is just great. One more. Oh, love it. Well done. Just sit back a second and let's have a little stretch back. So stay there. So turn this timer off. Stay there. And just take your hands behind. Oh, and let this stretch come through. Like we've just done this, but lift your hips up. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Higher, let your head go back if that's nice for you. Well done. And then just sweep your legs from underneath, take your time. Legs out in front of you, open up and prop yourself up high with your hands. If you know that you're tight in the hamstrings and having straight legs works your hamstrings. If you're a person who's used to this and you can sit up completely straight, then do so with a straight spine. If you can reach your toes, then do so, but no curves. So be aware of yourself. Tilt, lift, pull back, and feel that energy going upwards. A little bit further, wherever you are. If you're here, you're just trying to push the chest forwards and upwards through the gate of your shoulders as your shoulders pull back. And then let's take one leg over, hook in, and switch sides. Releasing your back. You can have a quick upper body stretch, remembering that it is much better to do a deeper stretch, of course. It's so important to counteract all this tightness. I'm going to record a nice hip opener for you all to put in once a week. Amy, it's for you. She's laughing right now, I know she is. We all have tight hips, or iliotibial bands, or right through the side of your hips, up and over in triceps. Other side. Then back, behind. Got some lovely donations to my tip jar. I want to say thank you to all of you who have donated. You get happy extras, don't you? Not happy endings. Happy extras. So if you donate $10 a month, you get extra videos just privately, and then 20 you get even more, so they're all coming your way. You know who you are. Joanne, thank you so much for donating to my tip jar. I really, really appreciate it. Change sides. Roll your shoulders, go and do some more stretching, or go and do some more abs, or go and do something else exciting. Don't give up quite yet, but well done. That was great. See you soon.